Welcome to the channel. So I'm doing a reading for 2026 regarding new love. I'm not doing it for a specific zodiac sign. This is just a general collective reading. It's either for you or isn't for you. So take it if it resonates, ignore it if it doesn't. So let's get started. I did pull Lenormand cards to start with from the Dreaming Way Lenormand. We have the Anchor. We have Child. We have Clouds, and we have Mice on the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to pull some tarot here in a second, but let's start with what we have out on the table. So the Anchor to me is somebody who is going to be very supportive in your relationship. They're going to hold you down. They're going to be there for you. They could have tattoos possibly from the image on the card. They could have been like in the military, that type of thing, but they're a very strong person. They anchor you emotionally, physically, financially, all that good stuff. It's a solid person to have come into your life. Child could be somebody that you're going to have children with going forward after this year or in this year. Could be something that you have always dreamed about, because we have the clouds here, which always to me are about dreams coming true, head in the clouds type of an energy. So it feels like for whoever this reading is for, it might be actually a really amazing year for new love to come in. You have somebody solid coming in. Could also be somebody with a bit of like a childlike personality, kind of that golden retriever, sweet, because her hair is so golden in this picture. Could be somebody who just is lovely. They're there for you. They make all your dreams come true. They want to know like the things you think about, the things you want, what's important to you. What I would caution though with the mice on the bottom of the deck is just to be very careful about people sort of sneaking into your relationship, possibly causing issues. So just be aware that that is a potential there with the mice in the bottom of the deck, but that doesn't play into things quite as much as, these three cards, which are a little bit more about the relationship and the person coming in. So let's clarify each of these Lenormand cards with some tarot. So collective, so Ace of Wands is the first thing that came out. I would say this relates to this Anchor here. This person is strong. They're also going to come in and be passionate with you. Ace of Wands actually indicates the beginning of something new, something passionate, something that's going to have a lot of drive behind it, kind of a thing. Okay, so can we clarify Child? Clarify Child for the collective for new love. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about giving to something. It's often about balance. In the traditional tarot, you will see scales in the Six of Pentacles. Here she just has an equal number of little mice. We see the mice again, so just be careful. I would say maybe especially in the beginning who you're telling about this relationship, so that they aren't causing any issues or being gossipy and potentially causing problems. It could be that there's somebody in your circle of trust that is a little childish. They may not be happy to see you getting this new start with somebody. So just be careful with mice. Mice can be sneaky. And then they sneak off to tell everybody, kind of a thing. So, but this person is somebody who could potentially, if you're talking about pregnancy with the child card, could be multiples too, because they're giving in multiples in this card. All right, so clouds. We clarify clouds for the collective for new love. Clouds. So Three of Swords. I would say that this could be a dream come true after you've had a lot of heartbreak in the past. Something has ended for you. Could be that you were hurt by someone. Possibly they put you in a third party. You've always dreamed about having somebody who's more of an anchor in your life, somebody who's all for you, is passionate about you specifically. So this feels like the dream come true after the ending. Again, with all the mice here, be careful that there aren't people who have bad intentions getting in your business that could cause you problems in the situation. Tell me more about this person with new love in our collective's life. Nine of Wands fell out right here by the Three of Swords. This could be somebody who's coming to you after a very recent breakup with someone. They could still be kind of wounded. You might have to be a little gentle with them, even though they're a strong person, as noted by the anchor, passionate person. They could be a little hurt by whatever's happened to them in the past. Tell me more about this person coming in for the collective new love. Three of Cups. With the Child there and the Three of Cups, they may be coming in and trying to keep things kind of light at first. So people who have a lot to give, people who anchor you and are strong and are there for you, oftentimes are a little cautious at first. They might be passionate with that Ace of Wands, but they might just come in with this childlike energy and with this Three of Cups in the very beginning and be like, oh, I just want to date. I just want to have fun. The last person broke my heart. So don't maybe not write them off. And that may be a problem with the mice, is that this person comes in feeling a little fun and a little frivolous, and people are like, oh, they're not serious. They just got out of a bad relationship. You can't trust them. So chatter, watch out for chatter. So tell me more about this person coming in for the collective, this new love. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, there's going to just be a little bit of holding back initially, I think, just because of this Three of Swords energy and this Nine of Wands energy. Now, with that said, if you feel like somebody comes in and they're just playing games and, this isn't going to go anywhere, do be cautious. We do have that Ace of Wands out, so, and Six of Pentacles. You don't want to be overly giving to somebody if you suspect that they're just here for fun and they're giving to a bunch of people kind of thing, because there's this little bit of hurt energy happening right here. So tell me more about this person coming into perspective, this new love. Ace of Pentacles. Maybe a small offer at first, but it's something solid. It's going to start out small. That's the feeling I keep getting, is they're not going to jump into it full tilt. They're going to come in with a little fun energy to begin with. Tell me more about this person coming into the collective, this new love. Page of Pentacles. Did I say Page of Pentacles or Ace of Pentacles? Oh, I'm sorry. I think Ace of Pentacles was that card. Page of Pentacles. This is somebody coming in and wanting to date, wanting to see you, wanting to have like practical interactions with you. So besides the Ace of Wands, there's practicality here too. So it's not just going to be all fun and games, but it might be, they're not going to like come in, buy you a house, buy you a yacht. The offers are going to be small and simple and fairly straightforward at first. Probably because this person has been hurt in the past. This person may be, with these clouds here also, you may kind of be sort of their dream person, if that makes any sense. But because they have been hurt by somebody else, they're just a little cautious with that Four of Pentacles. Tell me more about this person coming into the collective, this new love. Nine of Cups. Right after I said the clouds might be their dream person they've been dreaming about, Nine of Cups came out, and that's a person who is wish fulfillment. They do see you as wish fulfillment. I don't know why I've never gotten this message from this card before, but see how she's in this bubble bath, and there's a little gingerbread man in there. It could be that this person fantasizes about, baths with you. It sounds weird, but they might romanticize that experience or whatever. Or it could be that because they've been hurt, they're concerned that their dream person might be seeing other people. We do have a Three of Cups here, so just be aware people come in with their own baggage to things. So tell me more about this person coming in. Emperor. This is somebody who's pretty self-sufficient, generally somebody who's seeking commitment, like this person in this Anchor card would be. But he's on a rocking chair. So it could be somebody who has the potential to become the Emperor, to become this Anchor, but they have the Child card here. So again, they could be keeping it light, keeping it fluffy, keeping it fun and childlike. They may have some growing up to do, that type of a thing. Or it could be, and I've met people like this in the past, they're take charge people. They work hard. They take care of the people that they're with, but they're also fun. They can have a good time. They can lighten up. They're not this serious guy all the time. You can rely on them, but you can also rely on them to put a smile on your face. But again, please be cautious because of the cards here of the Three of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Now, this could be reflecting your experience. This person could be coming in after you have had a really bad experience, this new person, and this is your heartache, your hurt feelings, and you're a little guarded. And you may be a little worried because this person is fun. They are childlike. Are they an emperor or are they a child? Because they're on this rocking horse, right? Okay. Tell me more about this person coming in for the collective. The new love. Hermit. So I would say that this person is single. I don't think they're attached to anybody. I don't think you have to worry about that. I think, again, they just are somebody who's experienced it and they might be a little reserved in terms of hopping into a serious relationship, but they have the potential to be that person, is what I'm getting. And either this person fulfills a lot of your wants in a person, or you fulfill a lot of theirs with the clouds and this Nine of Cups card. Okay, tell me some more about this person, this new love coming in. Two of Swords. So I would say, do you see how it's just her walking on a tight wire? She's balancing to get through something. This is not somebody who has swords crossed across her because she can't see, can't make a decision, that type of thing. I think this person knows that they're into you, knows they're interested in you, knows they're a person, knows you are a person they would want. I think that they're just going through some things that are a little tough right now, but they'll figure it out. They'll, with that Hermit card there, they're just a little lost in their own thoughts about what they've gone through, but they're not dumb. They can see that you're like wish fulfillment. Tell me more about this person, this new love for the collective. The Lovers. So this is a soulmate connection. This is someone that feels very strongly about you. This person could have Gemini placements. With the Emperor, they could have Aries placements. Doesn't have to be. Those are just the significant ones I see. Hermit would be Virgo. So the only thing that has always kind of gotten me about this particular Lovers card is she has a snake wrapped around her. So just, again, like I said, exercise caution, because this person does have cards of hurt and protectiveness in there. Do make sure that they don't have ill intentions before you get too far in. So tell me about this Lovers card. Does this person have good intentions for my collective? Do they have good intentions for my collective? Is there anything we need to be warned about, or is this person really like coming in to be a true emperor? Tell me about this new person for the collective. King of Pentacles. That is a marrying king. That is the king that is reliable, strong, a strong adversary. But this card, the way it's designed, because the kings in this deck look like queens, this could be somebody who leads a little bit with the passion. Again, that's why they might get misconstrued a lot, because here's the Ace of Wands, here's the Emperor with the bowl charging out from under the skirt. Could have strong earth placements, could be a little bullheaded. Not that they don't, I don't think they mean ill, I would say. They could be very passionate about the Lovers if you have Gemini placements somewhere in your chart. This also, the snake in this connotation to me could also be very sexual. So this could be somebody who is very passionate about you and very lusty and comes in, they're not shy in that arena, I would guess. So tell me more about this person, this new love coming from the collective. Ooh, my goodness. Well, I don't usually take this many, but we have the Four of Wands, which is relationship, marriage, home. It's kind of a serious relationship. Empress, that is the match to the Emperor. I think you, because the Empress in this card, I get the feeling it is you, and she is examining things with a magnifying glass. I think you're going to be, because if you've had some past relationships that have any heartbreak in them or were stressful or what have you, you might look at this person really closely, especially if they come in, they're younger. They could be younger with the Child card. And if they're younger than you and they come in, you might be a little suspicious, like, is this person trustworthy? Am I going to check out their whole background? But with the Ace of Wands here, I think even though it starts slow, it picks up the pace as you get to know the person and realize, hopefully that they don't have ill intent. Have 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, as I said that. That is, again, a card of a serious relationship, something that is, like, going to create generational wealth for you, potentially your children, for your partner. If you're not having children, you guys will just be very invested in each other, whether or not you have a family. Four of Wands, obviously, again, in all decks, is usually a card of marriage, commitment, family, celebration at the very least. Yeah, with that 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, I definitely think that this is something that could turn out well. I think the big flags that I see, red flags in here that I would worry about, are somebody coming in with some past hurt. The mice make several appearances, so watch out for, for gossipers, people who might stick in their nose in your business, people who get in your ear and, like, maybe don't have the best intentions. I do think this person is going to be a fairly passionate person, passionate about you, but obviously it's a new person, you don't know them. So as the Empress is in this card, dot your I's, cross your T's, make sure that they're a safe person, that they have good intentions. The fact that the King of Pentacles came out when I asked what their intentions were seems that they're positive to me. The Anchor card was the first card out. Again, we do have an Emperor on a rocking horse, so could be a person who is a responsible person with good intentions, but they just may be young. They may not have as much experience, because the Empress in this card looks more mature to me than the Emperor in this card. So it could be an age gap for sure with the Child card here. Again, it comes off a little bit to me like this person might just be sort of that golden retriever personality, where they're just fun. They like to have a good time. They're very childlike in their nature, but that doesn't mean that they're not your anchor, your Emperor, a hard worker, somebody who's going to take care of you. But we do have cards of some very sexual energy down here. So I think they're going to be very passionate. And with that final 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, yeah, it just is. And it's interesting, I picked this deck to do this reading. I think this person is just, like, has a childlike personality. It was a lot of fun. And I've known people like that, like I said, in my life, who they go to work, they pay the bills, they take care of people in their life. They're just a fun person. They just like to have fun. So that's the energy I'm getting from this a little bit. Again, could be an age gap as well. So guys, that's what I have for your collective reading. I hope everybody has a good new year, and I will talk to you later.